Hello, my name is Elizabeth Melnick. I am a math teacher at Jerome High School, and this is my mobile learning presentation for Dublin City Schools. Dublin is constantly striving to improve, and the technology department has been very supportive and at the forefront of mobile learning. I'd like to start this presentation with what we are currently doing already with mobile learning. We have the Dublin City Schools dashboard, the Dublin Cloud Server, an active technology plan that goes through the 2015 school year. We recently, this past spring in 2014, just became a Google Apps for Education district. We recently, in June, just increased internet bandwidth. We have a powerful Cisco wireless network system that can be managed on a cloud. We are also protected with a Sophos firewall web filter. We are a BYOD, Bring Your Own Device district. We support students and staff to bringing their own devices to connect to the wireless network. There are over 6,000 computers, including Macs and tablets, that have been purchased and are in use at the district. And we also have excellent and ongoing professional development provided by our district's technology support teachers. So there's already a lot that the district has been doing with a mobile learning initiative. We have a technology plan, and there are several goals that have already been met. Technology use has increased, web presence has increased, wireless coverage, data backup with the cloud, and the Bring Your Own Device initiative. What we still need to be working on, though, with our current technology plan is digital citizenship. But from a plan that started in 2012, we have certainly made major strides, and we are ready to take on the digital citizenship and also create some new technology goals for the district. There are some things that we can be doing better. First, we need more devices. We only have 6,000 devices, and that may sound like a lot, but we are a large district. Just last year's enrollment was more than 14,500 students. Like I said before, we need to increase digital citizenship curriculum in all grades and subjects. We want to blend formal and informal instructional practices more by expanding learning beyond the classroom. There needs to be equity in device usage and availability. Yes, we are a BYOD district, but there is needs and equity in terms of access and availability and the types of devices that students are bringing. We need to integrate the Partnership for 21 student outcomes more, the P21 student outcomes, and also the ISTE standards, which were previously known as the NET standards. In addition, we need to prepare our students for a workforce that is saturated in technology and that requires 21st century skills. This poster is in every building in our district. However, I don't think that everyone is aware of the Partnership for 21 or 21st century skills, and if they are aware of it, I don't think that they are implementing them very well into the instruction and into the curriculum. And these are student outcomes that we need to be focusing on every day in order to prepare our students beyond graduation of high school. So why do we need to go beyond BYOD? Well, bring your own device has been a goal on our technology plan that we have already met. Students are bringing their devices, they are on our wireless networks, and it's been going pretty well. However, not all devices are equal. Whether a student has a smartphone or just a mobile phone for phone calls and texting are completely different types of devices. And being able to use those in instructional practices becomes difficult when there are all different types of devices, different carriers. Not every student owns a mobile device, and so it becomes difficult to try to engage learners with their mobile device when not everyone has one. Teachers are not familiar with troubleshooting various devices students are bringing. Yes, iPhones in the past few years have become very popular, but now there's also just changes in trends where students aren't bringing iPhones anymore. They're doing different devices, Android devices, and so it's difficult for students to help when they need to troubleshoot. The anytime, anywhere, anyhow environment is restricted with BYOD just because not everyone has a device that they can be part of mobile learning with. And so in addition, creating in collaboration is not as user-friendly on a smaller mobile device. If you want to create a Prezi or if you want to work on a wiki with other students, it's a lot more difficult for users to do on smaller devices like an iPhone. So what we need to do is transition from a BYOD initiative into a one-to-one learning environment. The goals for the one-to-one mobile learning initiative include diminishing the need for confining computer labs. Let's stop spending money on computer labs. Let's extend learning beyond the classroom, increase analytics to influence future instruction, instructional planning, and support differentiation. We can use Mastery Manager still, but we can also collect data from students' devices during this one-to-one mobile learning initiative. We can increase student engagement, increase just overall efficiency, whether it's homework assignments, assessments, feedback organization, and classroom management. And like I said before, develop 21st century learners prepared for a competitive global workforce and also for post-secondary education. In addition, since we are now a Google Apps for Education district, we can increase cloud computing with the one-to-one mobile learning. Who's going to be involved? Everyone. First of all, the staff, administrators, teachers, you, the Board of Education. In addition, the students need to be heavily involved, as well as parents and community members. Local businesses is one that I want to emphasize just because there is a lot of local business here in Dublin that can support us, and also our PTA. Who's participating? For this implementation plan of one-to-one learning, I want to first propose that we start this at all three high schools, Jerome, Kaufman, and Scioto. All grades in the high schools 9 through 12 would participate in a 5-year implementation plan of one-to-one learning, and that would include approximately the 5,000 high school students in this district. Are we ready for this plan? Absolutely. Like I said before, we've already met the majority of our current technology plan goals, and we have a network infrastructure that is already available to support one-to-one learning. The majority of the technology goals, like I said, have already been met, so it's time to move forward. Students are already comfortable using the technology that's available to them, and so the demand is present. We have labs and laptop carts, but they're constantly being reserved and there's just not enough to go around. And the TSTs, the technology support teachers, have already developed excellent resources and mobile learning, and they provide regular and helpful PD to the staff. We also have a strong, well-functioning professional learning communities within all of our same subject teams, and together I think that we are ready for this new implementation of one-to-one. What technology is required? What technology is required? First of all, well, Dublin is already a MAC district, and we should use what the students and staff are already comfortable with and already know. So I propose for the one-to-one mobile learning initiative at the high school level that we use 11-inch MacBook Air laptops. The reason for this is because the device is accommodating, it's full functioning, it's powerful, and also it has a keyboard, which I think is a major thing that we need to include with one-to-one mobile learning, just for the user-friendly application of being able to have a keyboard. They are also thin, lightweight. They have a long battery life of 9 hours, so students can just charge them at home and bring them. And in addition, they are fast, powerful machines. In order for this implementation plan to occur, I propose a technology usage fee. Now, a technology usage fee would include is a $75 annual fee for each student each year. Now, since we're implementing this at a high school level, I was thinking about those elementary supply lists that parents have to purchase at the beginning of every school year, which gets to about $50 to $75. So a $75 technology fee would be very comparable to a school supply list cost. And there would definitely be options to pay this fee in full or by a payment plan. We need to be flexible just depending on the like I said, just depending on where parents are comfortable with financially. We can provide financial assistance programs through the PTA, and also, like I said before, let's get the community involved with local businesses. We need to communicate the rationale for this cost to parents to increase their buy-in. I mean, for the 10 months of school, this means, $7.50 a month. How about they don't go to Chipotle once a month and they can pay for that technology fee for their child? And this would supplement the cost for the equipment, the repairs, and the upkeep. And the one-to-one learning would decrease textbook and paper costs as well. What policies and bylaws need revised? Well, our acceptable use policy needs to be revised annually. It has not been updated since 2012. And in updating it, parents, students, and staff need to be involved in the process as well. Right now, it's a piece of paper that parents and students sign at the beginning of the school year, and then it's never discussed again. In other words, we need student ownership. Students need to be involved. The language needs to be updated. Right now, it does not include bring your own device language, which is still fine for students to bring their own device, but it's not included. It's not included that we are a Google Apps for Education district. Right now, it actually says that students aren't allowed to have a Gmail account, which contradicts our current implementation. And I also think we need to change our language to say that technology is not a privilege, it's a necessity. Right now we say technology is a privilege, and I don't believe that. It's not. It's something that's required for our 21st century learners. It's a necessity for learning. And we also need to evolve from an acceptable use policy to a responsible use. I just want to emphasize responsible use because instead of telling students what they shouldn't be doing and a long list of things that they can't do on the network, we need to let them know what they can do. And that's the idea of responsible use instead of acceptable use. Implementation, well, first we need to get community engagement and revise and update board policies like I just said. We need to purchase the MacBook Airs, and our technology department needs to make sure that there is device and configuration management before students receive them. Students and parents need training about the one-to-one implementation plan, and then the devices would be distributed in the fall of 2015. We need still our ongoing professional development, which is strong. It just needs to continue. We also want to showcase effective instructional strategies within the learning community. We definitely need to document any problems with equipment or usage or any issues with the technology fee. We need to collect data in order to evaluate the first year of the one-to-one implementation plan. We need to make adjustments into our mobile learning plan and also with board policies, and then continue the distribution, the data collection, the evaluation, and the adjustments during the first 5 years. And then at the end of this 5-year implementation plan, we evaluate the overall effectiveness of it and make adjustments as needed. The purchase and installation plan, well, we already have a wireless network in place, and we've already made a great investment in that. And we purchased the MacBooks in summer of 2015 and then configured the devices like I said before. Professional development, let's just continue what we are already doing, ongoing PD and mobile learning, cloud management, and that's going to be led by our TSTs, and those can occur like we've done before, during, and after school. And we continue to use our tech support wiki for resources, video tutorials, learning modules, and device support.